Like why most people would be like, so, why was this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Why am I child born like this? Why my family going through this? Why this world so free? Why the fucking people in Africa AIDS and flies on them? Why is like this? Cause watch this. It have a thing called, I believe, generational curses. Like the sins of the father falls on the sons. Right? If you understand that. What your ancestors or what your grandparents or what your great grandparents or what your fucking parents did in the past was not rectified, was not absolved, was not fixed, wasn't corrected, and it just keep cursing the new generation. That is what happens. So when people born a certain way, when people born like that, when people have diseases and that and this, most of the time it's just you're just unlucky or you're misfortunate. But other times it's a curse, is a fucking curse, is your family. That is what happened. You feel me? I just told you in the start of this video, human beings are fucking awful. Human beings are capable of disgusting things. They are terrible. That is what every human being has terrible thoughts. Every human being is capable of terrible things. They will do terrible things. And those things have consequences for that person and the new fucking generation. Because if it didn't get fixed, it will curse the new generation. That's why you have so much misery and so much misfortune in some people. You feel me? But that is what's happened. You dig? It's just you feel what your ancestors and grandparents did, you feel they just gonna get away with it and it's just them problem. No, it's not. Because they're blood in you and their curses in you too. You feel me? You dig? And most of the time now, like all these fucked up children being born is because these fucking children was meant to be born. Most of the time when these children born all fucked up, they were not meant to be born. I firmly believe like 20% of the world not supposed to be here. 20% of the world were never supposed to be born, were never supposed to be conceived. You feel me? I have a lot of fucking children who was born out of rape. And you can imagine you didn't know your boyfriend was a rape child and you wondering why shit going so wrong for my life and my family. Because you don't know about the people you're with. You feel me? Like brothers and sisters fucking and they make the fucking incest baby. And you didn't know your boyfriend was an incest baby. And you want to know why my life like this, why my child is like this. Because it's curses. These things, you feel this shit just go away, you feel it just disappear. Look, shit just happen like dads and daughters. The dad molest the daughter make an incest baby. That is a curse baby, and you didn't know the baby was cursed, and you gone with the baby, married this person, had kids with this person, and the kids all fucked up. You wanna know why? Because you need to do some research and background checks, and do some fucking detective work before you fucking commit to people and connect to people for life. I don't know. You feel me? It have reasons behind why most of the terrible things happen. You feel me? Like the people in Africa with all the AIDS and the flies and shit. Look, I didn't even want to don't laugh. I don't want to laugh. Like them people in Ethiopia and all them places. Them places cursed. Them places probably do dabbling up in voodoo. Them places probably doing all kind of incest shit and fucking all kind of madness, evil shit. That is why the country like that, because the fucking leaders fucking retarded. Oh God, I didn't want to say retarded. Oh God, because the leaders fucking stupid, right? Why is Africa like this? Why is Ethiopia like this? Why is Haiti like this? Because the leaders dumb. You feel me? The leaders fucking idiots. That is why I like that. You feel me? Because I told you, man. Human beings are terrible, and if you have a terrible leader, your country will be terrible. You feel like you have terrible people in power, the whole fucking country gonna be terrible. You think? Look at America, they have good people as leaders, so that's why the country flourishing. Look at fucking Korea. They have a dictatorship, so the country terrible. You feel me? Look at fucking the Muslim countries. Terrible leaders, terrible people, crazy fucking people. That's why the people are so mad across there. have reasons behind all the terrible stuff. You feel me? Don't just blame God for this shit, dog. It's your fucking fault. Look, the blood inside you is your fault, or why shit ain't going right, because people before you was doing bad stuff, you dig, and it doesn't go away. You dig? So mostly it have misfortunes, and those people are with God, if they believed in God and all that, and they were just misfortune to have like a sickness. They're in a better place to study it. But most of the time the other terrible stuff is because generational curses, you dig? But that has just been me interjecting. You feel me? It have reasons behind most of this stuff. You just have to use your brain and think. And this God is like God, this is the world that God made us like a company, have a hierarchy, and go through certain levels to reach him. You feel me? And to not be ignored. If you ain't doing your job, if you ain't doing your part, if you're not doing all that you can, if you're not being all that you can be, you will be fucking ignored. In a real company, if you're doing barely anything, you will be ignored. You will never move up. If you're doing all that you can, you will move up. You feel me? That is how you have to compare it. And Satan have a company too. But he company is garbage. He company is a fucking disaster. You feel me? That company is terrible. Don't ever join that company. You feel me? I almost joined it. Almost fucked my life up. Alright, but it's just me interjecting. You feel me? Most have real terrible human beings do real terrible things, like fucking pastors molesting little boys, fucking incest babies, fucking rape things, and you don't know these people, you don't know the family history, and you go on with this person and you want to know why your family like this. You gotta do your fucking detective work. You think? It's been your boy, Big Love. You feel me? God, the important stuff God handles. He deals with it. He makes a way. And if you true within your heart of hearts and you really want to change and you really want to connect to a higher power, it will happen. If you are trying to be all that you can be, you will see proof. You will see something change in your life. You dig? You dig? It happened with me because I wanted to change. I wanted to see proof, and I did, and it changed me. You feel me? I don't read the Bible. I don't read none of this. I don't do none. I don't even go to church though. You feel me? I'm a heathen, but I have a brain and I just use it, and I know it have a higher power. I know there is a God. I know there is more than it seems. And I know you have to do the right things in order to not live in a void of fuck. You'll just live in a realm of nothingness and unhappiness and evil. If you don't check yourself, you feel me? You will end up in that void. You think it have a hell? But hell is right here. You could make this your hell. You feel me? Yeah, you feel me? Well, it's been your boy, Big Love. I cut that video off there and push it over to the external memory so I could record without fear of it fucking cutting off abruptly. Alright, but I'm telling you, your hands could like, this brain close. Your hands could tell you a lot about a person. Your fucking hands. Yo, like me personally as a dude, I just watch people's hands a lot and their feet, cause that tells you a lot about a person. Like if you were that chick and she feet all fucked up, that could tell you like she don't take care of herself. Like she didn't really give a fuck. She would just put on an act for all. She looking sweet and thing, you know. But if she take that shoes off and you look at her fucked up foot, you know she don't take care of herself and she don't really care about life. You feel me? You can't even like that could tell you a lot about people. You feel me? Like you see dudes with fucked up feet, them really don't care about life. Like you go see people with dirty fingernails, with fucking dog, their hands all cut up. That could tell you that person reckless and fucking lazy. Like you can't take 2 seconds of your day to watch your fucking fingernails and look at the length and the dirt in them, right? Your hands just tell you a lot. And people with long thumbs are leaders, and people with short thumbs are creators. And if you want to know more about fucking what hands mean and all that, watch videos on YouTube about it, alright? Because it will tell you a lot. Like if you put your hands together like this, and you see a joint together like that, that means you are a person of love. But if it's broken, you're not a person of love, right? But watch this. Does God ignore you. Now, me personally, I believe, like, you know, some people say it have no way there's an all-powerful God who could do anything, and there's so much chaos and misery in the world. But yeah, I understand. It's most of this chaos and misery. It's fucking your fault. It's your fault. It's human beings' fault. Because human beings are awful. You feel me? You really think your your ancestors were good people? You feel me? You really think the most 70% of the world are terrible fucking people. Terrible fucking human beings. Alright? No. I view God and the system like a company. Right? You know, every fucking place of work, sooner or later the business turns into a company. And I believe the world is God's company. And it have a rival company called Satan. Right? It's called Satan. Right? So it have two companies in the world. It has God company and Satan company. And if you know anything about working or business or companies, there's an order, there's a hierarchy system, there's an order. You have to go through this person to get to that person, to get to this person, to get to that person, to get all the way to the top, to the big boss. Alright? And before the big boss, it have the fucking henchmen who does take your complaints, like the CEO, the fucking directors, this person, that person. All of them is the underlings of the fucking owner, the big boss. Alright? Now, knowing this, I think it have a hierarchy system with God. I don't think it have like angels. I think it have like angels and fucking workers and people of God who is like the henchmen, who is deal with the minor stuff, and he is deal with the big stuff, the real big important stuff. Right? Now you understand, most of the chaos and misery in the world is your own fucking fault. It's your own, because it's human beings. Human beings are terrible. They're capable of despicable, disgusting things. Alright? Now what you understand is, if you work in a company and you're not doing the best job that you can do, you're actually just coasting. You're just doing the bare minimum to survive and to stay relevant and to stay fucking, to keep your fucking job, just to stay in the fucking company. If you're doing just barely to stay in the company, do you think the big boss even thinking about you? It's a company, so it have a level of hierarchy. It have levels that you keep moving up. And you have to do certain things to qualify for different positions. Alright? Now, if you're just doing the bare minimum, you really think the big boss of the company, the big hunter, the big leader, he have time a fucking day with you? If you even doing quarter what you're capable of doing, you think he have any fucking time with you? That is a big reason why God does ignore people. You feel me? Because you're not doing all that you can do. You feel me? So I compare it to real life companies, and God is a company and Satan is a company. So everything I say about God's company is the same thing with Satan. It have a level of hierarchy that you need to go through to reach to him. You feel me? You have the little fucking gremlins, the little demons, the little spirits, the little fucking entities who you have to go through before you get to him. And trust me, when you get to him, I don't know what happened in your life if you get to him. And most of the people who think they demonic and they meet the devil, you ain't meet shit. You meet the minions, you meet the fucking little entities, the little demons. You ain't meet him. If you meet him, you'd lose your fucking mind. Alright? You would go insane. Alright? Because that's why you cannot picture feeling that kind of presence and entity around you. You cannot imagine what that feels like. You feel me? You meet the little fucking henchmen, the little spirits. Alright? Now with God, to reach the higher levels of the higher positions, to get closer to him, you have to do certain stuff to not be ignored. You feel me? You're only being ignored because you're not doing enough. You're not doing all that you can do. You feel me? You're not being all that you can be. You're not doing nearly enough. That's why you're being ignored. You feel me? That's why you see other people who reach in a different level and they have a relationship and they have a connection, and then them doing the correct stuff to reach the position where he's not gonna fucking ignore them. Do you feel me? It's a business, it's a company. You gotta treat God like God, the world is his company, and he have a rival called Satan, you feel me? And if you watching Satan company and you studying to check Satan, because that might be a better deal, you will be fucking ignored. You will be, what was the word? You will be condemned. You will be fucking banished from your company, you feel me? You will be stuck in this limbo of nothingness, you feel me? So that's how I watch it. So if God is ignoring you, if you don't believe there's a God, just know there's a hierarchy system, and you have to do certain things to reach a certain level to not be ignored. You dig? You feel me? That is how I watch it. This is me just trying to make it easy to understand and simplify it for myself, that I just sharing with the world. You feel me? You dig? But that is how I watch it. You dig? But what else people might have on their mind that why God is this and that? Right? So you're wondering, if there's a God, why does he allow all this shit to happen? Because you have a mind, you have a soul, you have independence. You know how fucking boring life would be if everything was fixed, if everything was peace and zen, if everything was la la la, life is beautiful. If everything was like that, life would be fucking boring. If Satan company wasn't around, it would be boring. If you didn't have independence and a brain of your own, everything would be boring. He would be fucking bored up there with these fucking boring ass people. Let me doing nothing interesting. That is what will happen. You feel me? But you can tell a lot about someone by their hands. Like if you watch the lines and all that shit on their hands, you could do some research on YouTube and Google, and it will show you a lot about what the hands can tell. Like a simple thing as watch their fingers, watch their thumb. It can tell you a lot. All I know really is about the thumb. Alright, so if someone has a really long thumb, most of the time that means that person is a go-getter, that person is unstoppable force in this world with ambition. That person is a leader, people with long thumbs. Alright, now people like me with short thumbs are crafters. We are creators, we could do stuff with our hands, we're good with the hands, people with short thumbs. Right? So, and also, like the width of someone's hands, or how, like the size of their hands, if it's small, if it's wide, if it's thick, it could also tell you a lot. Like me, someone has a dense hand, dense and wide, like muscularly dense right here. That person works with their hands a lot. You feel me? That person is work hard. You feel me? Oh, that's just like a little tidbit of what hands can tell you. But back to the point. In the ramblings I was doing just now, that wasn't not being recorded, which is very embarrassing talking to myself. Alright, but I gonna be taking the physical fitness stuff extremely serious. You feel me? Extremely serious. Like I'm gonna be taking it legit. I'm gonna be taking it really fucking seriously. Alright? Because with the YouTube stuff, it only have like a few outlets to where you can get views. The one way is the Mr. Beast way, where you just get money to make money. The Mr. Beast way. The other way is to be funny and doing pranks and doing dumb shit in public and just being a fucking fool. That is the next way. And then the third way is how you look, your physicals. That is how you look, the physical part. Like if you're into the fitness, like if you have a body that clickable, that is the next way to get views. And I go in that way because I don't have money and the confidence yet to do that kind of dumb shit people is doing public embarrassing and stuff. I ain't doing that yet. I'm going to do it because I have no fear. I'll fucking do it. Just not now. Right? But I'm going in the physical route and I'm going to be starting with calisthenics first because it's the hardest thing. Because bodybuilding and weightlifting and strongman shit that easy because I have a very slow metabolism. I'm naturally strong and I have a slow metabolism. So that is a good recipe for bodybuilding or strongman. So that would be easy to me. So I'd rather go the calisthenics way of where I have to drop weight and do the fucking torturous fucking exercises in calisthenics. So I'm gonna do that first because it's the hardest thing and I always love doing the hard shit first. and do the easy shit after. You feel me? Some people like to do easy shit first, then move on to the hard stuff. I do the hard shit first, get over with, get done and done with, and then do the fucking easy shit. Cause I don't do the hard stuff, so nothing could be harder than that. So this gonna be easy like pie to me. You feel me? So I'm going to be taking that seriously. Today's goal is researching dieting, is researching calisthenics workouts, and is researching cheap cold therapy. Cause I can't afford no big set of fucking expensive cold therapy. Cause I need to train every fucking day, and I need to do some kind of physical therapy to recover, so I can keep working out every day. You feel me? I have a drum home, like a big ass drum, and I feel I would just full up with a hose and get like 2-3 ice bags and do that every other day. Full up the drum, pour the ice in, and just soak in that as therapy. Because that's cheap. A bag of ice is like $10. That's probably $1 US. So I buy 3 bags of ice would be like $3. I'll fucking do that, and I'll do the therapy, and I'll get more pills in the pharmacy, amino acids, vitamins, all of that shit will help with recovery. Take the dieting seriously, more protein that will help with recovery, so I can do this shit every day and see the results. Because I want to see results within 3 months. I don't want to see it in a year. I want to see it in 3 months to 5 months. I want to see results immediately. You feel me? I have patience. I don't want to work like every other day. No fucking recovery methods. Just going out, just seeing how it goes. No, that ain't gonna get me nowhere. I need to set the goal and do whatever it takes to reach the goal. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Because I want to do the physical style of YouTube. Because that is the shit that is get clicks. You feel me? That is the shit that is get recognized. You dig? But this video today is about, does God ignore you? Does God ignore you?